So you guys are down 9 in that third quarter. Back-to-back threes. You're perfect from distance on the evening, but what did it mean to make them in the context of the game when it was tight like that and your team needed it?
I mean, it was big time. I didn't even know what was going on, to be honest. I was shooting, just got in a rhythm, and then my teammates just kept feeding me the ball and just kept getting me looks, wide open looks. So it was just good out there to energize the whole entire crowd, and it got us going.
Yeah, we had a conversation like this in the preseason when you went out from 3 in Phoenix, but obviously a whole different thing to come through in a regular season setting like this when your team needed it to get the win.
Yeah, it felt good. Found my shot, found my rhythm, and then, it just got us going on the defensive side and offensive side. We all were going out there, playing in transition, running, and just playing Laker basketball.
What's it like playing alongside LeBron and AD, all that they do on both ends, and specifically LeBron with the triple-double tonight, got a lot of the balls to you in terms of finding you for those threes. What did you see from him tonight?
LeBron's LeBron. He's going to go out there and do what he does. He's one of the greatest to ever play. So, at the end of the day, we trust him, and we just want him to, keep doing what he does. And then AD, AD's AD, the best center in the league. And when we got those two guys, and it makes life a lot easier.
How's it been with your coach, JJ Redick, who's been very consistent about wanting you to be aggressive, trusting you as a shooter? Has that helped you throughout the season early here?
Yeah, for sure. He has a lot of trust in me and a lot of confidence in me to, give me play calls and stuff like that and give me trust during crunch time. So, it's always nice when your coach has your back all the time.
All right, go cool the handoff, right?
Yes, sir, no doubt.
The foul trouble, obviously, for you tonight, but Dalton Knecht came in that third quarter, made 5 threes on the night. What do you think of his game?
He stepped up. I mean, obviously, his ability to shoot the basketball obviously propelled us, especially in that third quarter. Big shots, big-time shots. We kind of got on him last game, about passing, turning down shots. And passing up open ones. So, he's too good of a shooter not to shoot the basketball, and he made some big shots for us tonight.
Being a big who can stretch the floor down the stretch late in games, hitting those 2 late threes and forcing a rim protector to come out and guard you, how big is that for this team?
It's huge for our team. A lot of guys going to be in the paint trying to help, especially big men. I fall victim to it, a couple of times, but it's just instinctual for a big to be in the paint, especially when, one of the guards have the ball and they're driving or in a post-up. And so for me to be able to step out and, make a couple threes, definitely kind of put us over the hump, but put the defense, in the bind, especially the big man. So you're either going to, leave me open or, have, Bron, AR, Rui, whoever's in the post, or how the ball has single coverage and go to work.
Has JJ been intentional in encouraging you to shoot those threes? More threes?
Yes.
It was somewhat of a toss-up, even the last 5 minutes. What did you see from your team or the way the game finished out in the last 5? Were you able to pull it?
We made shots, but we just started defending. We had a really good quarter defensively. We just locked in on the defensive end, tried to get stopped holding the one shot, and then get out and run or get down and execute our offense and get the best shot possible.
You've had a group dynamic with all the bigs ever since you got here. How have you kind of helped Christian Koloko along, especially because now his number's going to be called?
Yeah, obviously he's long, and his ability to catch a couple lobs like he did tonight, block some shots, get some rebounds, is huge. He's not a guy who's going to go out, of his role. He's going to do his job, every night, play hard, and just trying to, help him with that. He's still young, and, he's coming to me for, advice and some questions, things like that. So just trying to, be a guy that he can lean on to continue to get better in this league.
You have a lot of years in the league. Tonight you went up against a highly regarded rookie center. What was that like, seeing that guy?
Yeah, he's a big body. He's 7'4". Tom, you got a guy like that, it brings your awareness up, especially on the rebounding. You got to make a couple shots over me. It's huge. And then you go Friday against another guy, Wemby. So, these guys are extremely tall. And so you definitely have to put your work in a little early, trying to push him out. But, Edie's going to be a good player in this league for sure.
How are you looking at I guess now it's the NBA Cup. How are you looking at the NBA Cup as? Is it a carrot that you guys are be going after, like the way you did last year? How do you look at it?
One game at a time. I know that kind of was the hype around us last year. But we're approaching each game, whether it's regular season game or cup game, whatever, as the same. I don't think just because it's a cup game that we should change how we approach it. We should approach each game the same way, and that's how we're going to approach it.
Last two.
How are you with your eye? How do you feel out there tonight?
The first three quarters was pretty tough, just like the light.
Bron, you guys are down 8 when AD checked out with foul trouble in the third quarter. What did you like from your team after that?
We leaned on Dalton. We leaned on the rook. He got it going, hit a couple, big time shots, and we all tried to chip in. I thought Christian was great in the minutes that he played. Our bench was really good. We needed that boost from him tonight.
Your third consecutive triple-double. JJ just said you've mastered the game. What's working for you right now?
I don't know, just being very patient and just taking what the defense give me. Been doing it for a while, so I understand time to score. I understand the ways and the swings of the game. So it's nothing new to me.
Bron, how big was AD down the stretch, literally stretching the floor with those couple of threes that he hit?
We need that. Obviously, when you got a big guy like Big Zach Edey who's trying to clog up the paint, you got Jaren Jackson who's roaming and clogging up the paint, to be able to run pick and roll with AD, knowing that they're going to be in a drop or not switch pick and roll, AD just knocking those down. It was just big time for us, and we needed those.
They always talk about needing to win your home games, and you've done that 6-0. Talk about the start to the season here at home.
You want to protect home. That's for sure. You want to set a precedence at home, and when teams come in, teams have a feeling when they come in your building it's going to be very difficult to get a win. So, so far through 6 games, we've played extremely well at home, and we're going to continue that.
JJ, challenge your guys' effort as a group when you played in Memphis and lost the game. Just go and compare and contrast to that same opponent tonight. What can you say about the way you guys have maybe kind of shored up that area?
We paid attention to the details. We looked at a lot of things that we didn't do so well, and we just tried to, turn the table tonight. And very well coached team. They're playing some really good ball. No matter who's in the lineup, they play their style of play. But I thought we did a good job of just staying the course, no matter what was going on, no matter if we was up or down, whatever the case may be. We kept playing our game.
What does it sound like when you hit a big shot, and among the guys congratulating you is your son?
That's a pretty cool feeling. It's my job to continue to set the example for him for sure. I'm at the latter stage of my career, and he's at the beginning. So, I got to go out and set the example every single night, good, bad, indifferent, whatever the case may be. I have to, set an example of how to be a professional. So it's always great to be able to do anything out on the floor, and to look over there and see him is super rewarding.
For the guys that were here a year ago, you guys won the NBA Cup. The team had a place competitively over that month that was pretty special, and there was maybe a cost for that afterwards. Is anything about the way that things happened last year change the approach starting Friday in this tournament that I assume you guys would like to repeat it?
To be honest, I haven't even thought about it yet. Look forward to the matchup going into Friday, obviously. It's always difficult to, win a game in San Antonio. But for me personally, it's much bigger news out of San Antonio right now, and that's my dear friend, Coach Pop. And I'll be thinking heavily about him as I travel there tomorrow, the game on Friday, and wishing him the best of health. And hopefully I see him soon. Doesn't even have to be on the sidelines. Hopefully I'll just see him soon. That's the most important for me.
Going into the half, Memphis kind of got back into this game by getting into the paint, getting points there. But it feels like you guys made a really good adjustment coming out the locker room. What was the best adjustment to kind of limit their?
We just match physicality with physicality. If you play a Memphis team, no matter who they got, it's always going to be a physical game. So I think we matched that. We started clean glass. We did a much better job of taking care of the ball as well, shutting off a lot of their threes that they were making in the first half. I think that helped us, especially down, going into the third, start of fourth.
You downplayed the triple-double, but most players go a whole career without getting one, and you just rattled off 3 in 3 days. I mean, are you impressed with yourself?
I don't know. I'm just living in the moment. And it feels good to be able to go out and play the game that I love at a high level still. And every night I step on the floor, I try to help our team be successful in any way, shape, form, or fashion. So, in that sense, it's pretty cool.
The first
Last
handful.
If you're hitting triple doubles like that, just shy of 40 years old, how long do you think you could be playing at this level if you chose to?
Well, it's not me. Obviously, it's the mind. It's wherever my mind is how the rest of my body is gonna go. Whatever the case might be. I don't know. I'm not gonna play that much longer. To be completely honest, I don't know how many years that it is. If it's 1 year or 2 years, or whatever the case may be. But I'm not. I said the other night, I'm not playing till the wheels fall off. I'm not gonna be that guy. I'm not gonna be the guy that's disrespecting the game because I just want to be out on the floor. No, that won't be me.
Thanks, LJ.
Appreciate it.
Rui, is there something about the Grizzlies jerseys that you see? You go back to the first 2 games in the playoff series. I think the last 4 you've been like over 75% from the field. Is there something where you just seem to find a rhythm against them?
I mean, I don't know. It's just, for me, it's just, every game I'll try to play like that. But it's just the way they guarded me, It's just for me to kind of get in a good rhythm. And also, this game was very personal for us. We talk about it because when we got kind of, we lost kind of bad last game. I didn't play, but I think that was I was in my head that today's game going in, I think I was kind of thinking about, okay, I want to kind of, help this team to win. So, yeah.
Clearly, you've had these kind of games against them before, but how about Dalton coming in all 5 of his threes? So what kind of boost did that give you?
Yeah, he for sure hold us to the game. We kind of beat up the third quarter. They got in the rhythm. I think they were up 10 or something, and we kind of didn't get in. We couldn't get in the rhythm, but I think he kind of bringing us back to the game, and we were able to win this game. So yeah, it was a lot of big time by him.
Rui, what do you make of LeBron's performance during this homestand? 3 games, 3 triple doubles, 39 years old. Just kind of what do you make of what he was able to do for you guys over these 3?
Yeah, he's the master of the game. He knows how to play. He always read the game. He doesn't always force anything. He just go for the flow, and he's just great. He can of course make us look good. The teammates. He can pass. He can pass the ball. He can score. He can defend, rebound, everything. I think for me, it's just a matter of we kind of relied on him a lot sometimes, but I think now we have a good system of help each other kind of on the court, offensively, defensively. So I think it's a lot of the weight pressure off him. So kind of he can kind of be kind of chill and still he can be himself. So yeah, I think it's good.
Rui, the NBA Cup starts on Friday. For you guys, started last night, but you play the Spurs. When you look back last year, you guys were champs. There was a bit of a lull that followed it. Did you guys learn anything as a group from that experience, and what's your approach this year?
We just won the money, that's it. I think that's the one thing we kind of last year we are very motivated. We have the big pride, and we're playing in Vegas. That's and the Vegas is like our home court basically. There's a lot of those old Lakers fans. We always go there, preseason game, and we always have a good time there. So yeah, I think we just gotta. It's a good thing, sometimes the season is 82 games straight to all the way to, the All-Star is like so long, and then we kind of get sometimes bored, So I think this tournament thing kind of motivate us to kind of get in like different level, and especially for us to kind of make to the playoff and then, go to the championship. We have to kind of. It's good that we kind of build our chemistry early on, so I think it's good. It's a good thing.
Rui, I want to take you back to that first quarter. You said you were in your head a little bit before the game, wanted to contribute. You did exactly that. Before the first time out, you hit 2 threes, and that first quarter offensively kind of felt clinical. How important was it for you and this team to have a really good outing out the gates?
Yeah, like you say, we needed a good start. Sometimes we we have a slow start. So I think today, of course, I made those 2 threes, but also the defensively we are kind of moving to. We are guarding. They had almost no idea. We talk about we have to get back. They want to play early. That's the only way they can score basically. So we talk about that and then we execute. So I think that was a good first quarter for sure.
八村選手どうもお疲れ様です。
はい、
今日はプレーはしませんでしたけれども、河村選手が同じ場所にいて同じ試合に臨んだという形なんですけれども、やはり日本代表で一緒にプレーしていて、なんかその時の思いが蘇ったりとか、そういったことはありましたか？
そうですね。やっぱ河村君もこうやって今ここまでこうやって来れて、僕とも日本代表の時にいろいろ話してて、こうやって自分で力を自分を出しながらこうやって NBA の舞台に出ていくってことはすごい大変だってことを教えてましたし、そういう中でこうやっていいチームに取ってもらって、チームでもいい雰囲気で彼のやっぱ性格もすごい好まれる性格だと思うので、そういうところでそういうところでチームとのケミストリーも上げてどんどんプレータイムもらってもっと NBA に出てほしいなっていうのを思いますね。そうですね、日本代表もそうですね、今回こうやって僕としてはあまり言いたいことではないんですけど、日本代表としても僕もずっとやってきてて、今まで思ってる中でやっぱりちょっとその日本代表のやり方というかそういうところがあまり僕としては嬉しくないところがあって、そういう日本代表としてやってる中でやっぱチームもそうですし、僕も2名でやってる中でやっぱ強化というか子どもたちのためとかそういう日本のバスケを強くしていくためにやってきてる感じは僕はあったんですけど、やっぱりその日本代表の中でその目的じゃなくやっぱり少し僕が思うにはそのお金の目的があるような気がするので、そういうところではやっぱりもうちょっと。僕もそういう話はしたんですけど、あとコーチのことにもついても話したんですけど、やっぱりそういうコーチ陣としてもコーチもやっぱり日本代表にふさわしいコーチ、今まで僕ら日本代表の男子のトップのプレイヤーたちなので、そういう男子のことを分かってる、アスリートそのプロとしてやってたプロとしてもコーチやったことあるそういう人がやっぱりコーチになってほしかったので、やっぱ今回こうやってそういう風になってしまったのは僕としても残念だと思ってますし、そういうのは日本代表にも話しての結果のそういう彼らが決めたことなので、僕としてはそういう風にそういう姿勢でやってるんだなと思うので、でもその中でやっぱりこうやって日本代表の子供たちもやっぱりこうやって見てるので、そういうところで僕もやっぱり NBA で頑張ってそういう日本のバスケが強くなるように頑張っていきたいなと思いますね。
八村選手、今日の試合のことなんですけれども、今日は得点スリーポイントはもちろんすごくよく決まりましたけれども、得点だけじゃなくてディフェンスでチャージング取ったりとかリバウンドを取ったりとか、かなりオールラウンドに勝利に貢献できたと思うんですけども、その辺の手応えはどうですか？
そうですね、ここ最近ちょっと何試合か調子悪かったので、そういうところではやっぱりディフェンスとかリバウンドとかそういうところで活躍するってことも考えながらやってたので、今日はそこを全部できたのが良かったんじゃないかなと思いますね。
Rui, I was talking to Yugi a couple minutes ago. He was talking about how Ja was telling him how you're really good against the Grizzlies and whatnot. But just explain, how would you explain, your relationship with Yugi and what it means for you two guys to be, the players represent, Japan and the NBA right now.
Yeah, as you guys know, Utah just left the NBA, and Yuki was coming up next up, and he made it to NBA, and I'm so happy for him. You know, he has a great character. You know, he's a great player. And he just gotta, you know, he's gonna earn these minutes, and he's gonna show what he can do. And you know, he's small, but you know, he has the big heart. So I like him. You know, I play with him. You know, and I love that. You know, I'm happy for him. You know, and hopefully he's gonna make it out, and I can against him, or we can maybe be the teammate. I don't know, one day. So yeah, it'll be fun.
Thanks, Ray.
Yeah, thank you.
JJ, after AD gets his fifth, and I think you're down 9, Dalton gets the back-to-back threes, and then the Rui free throws. But what was it like seeing Dalton come through in that setting, and kind of how much of what he was able to do was you know, coming off scripts and what you were looking for, and how much did he just make happen?
I thought he was the catalyst for our comeback. It wasn't just AD being in foul trouble and time and score. It was also just the energy. We, for whatever reason, you know, we were having trouble getting stops and had some turnovers, didn't execute, and we kind of lost our life a little bit. And I thought those back-to-back ones were huge. Got the crowd into it, got our bench into it, gave us a new life. He was fantastic. Not just shooting the ball. We've been challenging him lately to just be tougher, be more in tune with our game plan. I'm not going to say it was perfect, but baby steps. And he was great tonight.
JJ, 3 straight triple doubles for LeBron. Even played a couple shifts of center tonight. What could you say about tonight's performance and the last couple of games?
Yeah, I mean, just by any means sometimes. And great players, you sort of have to give them some autonomy at times. We executed back-to-back plays out of an ATO. We got a LeBron dunk, and then we got an 83. And there was another timeout on their side, and Bron saw something in the way that they had guarded it the first 2 times, and him and AR, I said, are you 3? You on the same page? Just want to make sure you 3 are on the same page. The other 2 guys are doing the same thing. Yeah, we got it. Bron gets a back cut for a dunk. So he just, you know, he's mastered the game, and we don't win that game obviously without him, but it is. I thought it was a total team effort because we had some adversity tonight. Christian was great in the second half, and even just our life and our energy on the bench just completely shifted. Even the guys that didn't play tonight, they're just energy on the bench. That was huge for us. We kind of lost our way there in the third quarter.
JJ, there were so many just amazing moments in this game. You talked about Dalton, talked about LeBron. Something else that sticks out was AD late, being able to stretch the floor and hit 2 threes and force a rim protector to come out and guard him. How big was that?
Yeah, it was a game of composure and poise for him. Didn't get it going offensively early. I felt comfortable playing him with a little bit of foul trouble. When he got the 5th, obviously we had to take him out of the game. But I think just throughout the game, there were times where he could have gotten frustrated and he didn't, and he just stayed the course. And he was huge down the stretch. The threes, the ISO jumper out of our flow set, and then getting to the foul line right after that, and just impressed with the poise and composure from AD tonight.
Staying on AD, he ended up being just a hair shy of his season average in minutes, but what kind of stress or trickle-down effect does it cause to you and your coaching staff and in your rotation when a guy gets in foul trouble like that?
I mean, when it's one of your best players, or it's hard to manage, particularly putting Christian in just his second game with us, and not having Jackson again. kind of goes back to what I said earlier. It's just like by any means, and Christian, I thought had some really good plays, not just the finishes at the rim, but defensively as well in those minutes.
JJ, well, you were winning this game tonight. The guy you're going to see on Friday, Victor Wembanyama, scored 50 points. This is where this portion of the season, the NBA Cup, begins for you guys. Knowing this team a little bit competitively, how do you think they're going to approach this opportunity to repeat? And then, I guess, along those lines, the challenge of having to start with Wemby.
Yeah, no, I'll say I expect our guys to be highly competitive. I've said this a number of times last year. You don't need to, give a reason to competitive people to compete. They wake up in the morning, they want to compete. And the games count for the regular season. We all recognize how difficult the Western Conference is, and every game is going to matter. And you're going to look back in mid-March in that stretch that we have of 8 games with some really difficult stuff, and you're going to look back at games like tonight that we were able to pull out a win and recognize the importance of it as we're fighting throughout the season for playoff seeding. And as far as Wembanyama, fantastic player, love him as a human, and Wex is probably loading my San Antonio scout onto my computer right now, so I'll get into that tonight.
JJ, along those lines, this time last year, you were one of us getting ready for the NBA Cup. So will it give you an extra jolt at all, seeing that new floor and all that type of stuff? And
yeah, I mean, I found out that the coaches also get a bonus. So yes, jolt me away. Jolt me away.